Prabhu kahe tomar dui bhai prayage milila roop anurab duhe Vrindavan. So Lord Chaitanya informed Sanatana Goswami that your two other brothers, I met them at Prayag and they have started for Vrindavan. Lord Chaitanya deputed the Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami to excavate the glories of Vrindavan. Before Lord Chaitanya, the Vrindavan city was not there. The present Vrindavan city was not there. It was all forgotten practically. But when Lord Chaitanya visited this land, he first of all pointed out Radha Kunda, and then he made a survey, and his assistants, these Goswamis, they went there, and this present Vrindavan was constructed by the disciples of Lord Chaitanya. So he said that I have instructed your two brothers, Rupa Goswami, to go to Vrindavan, and I have met them. Tapan Misraya Chandra Shekharare Prabhu Aggay Sanatan Milila Dahare. And he was guest in the house of Tapan Mishra. So he introduced Tapan Mishra as Sanatana Goswami. Tapan Mishra Tabe Tare Koila Nimantran Prabhu Kaye Khaura Karaha Jaha Sanatan. The Tapan Mishra invited him that please accept your viksha at my place. It is the system when a sannyāsī or renounced order life is in the village or in the vicinity of a, so it is the Hindu system that somebody will invite. So Tapan Mishra invited him to take accept prasadam at his place. And Lord Chaitanya said that first of all get him to a barber and have him cleanse of his beard and hairs, which has grown for so many days. Let him become a gentleman. The Lord said that let him become a gentleman. Chandra Shakhare Prabhu kahe bulaiya, ei besh dur karo jahan yahare laiya. Just get him to a barber and clean shaving. According to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's sampradaya, they keep themselves clean shaving. And only single instance is there, Advaita Prabhu, he had his beard. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never asked him to cleanse. Because one reason is that Advaita Prabhu was just contemporary to his father. So he did not like to dictate. But otherwise, all his disciples, they were clean shaved. Bhadra karaiya tare ganga snan karaila shekhar aniya tare nutana vastra dila. Then after getting him washed in the Ganges and cleansed by a barber, Chandrasekhar offered him a new pair of clothing, and Shai Vastra Sanatan Nakaila Angika. And Sanatana Goswami did not accept that new clothes. Sunya Prabhur Mane Ananda apart. And when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard it, that Sanatana Goswami, after renouncement, he is not going to accept any new clothing. So for a really renounced person is that whatever clothing is thrown in the street, he will collect and he will wear it. He would not purchase any new clothing. That is the order, strictly one who follows Chirani. Sanatana Sukadeva Goswami in the Bhagavad, he said that whether old clothing and torn clothing cannot be had on the street, whether trees are not giving fruits, whether the rivers are dried up, whether the caves in the mountain, they are closed, then why the renounced order, a person go to the Vishai? Vishai means those are materialistic. Sometimes the renounced order of life, sannyāsī, they go to the householders. Of course, that is their duty, but still, so Sukadeva Goswami, a great personality in the renounced order of life, he would live naked. He would not go even to the human society. So those who are following strictly, they don't make themselves dependent on the householders or on the worldly people. So Sanatana Goswami did not accept the new clothing, and when it was heard by Lord Chaitanya, he was very glad. Madhya kariya Prabhu galo bhikkha karibare, Sanatane laiya galo tapon misra hare. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there are two gentlemen, Chandrasekhar Acharya and Tapan Mishra. The Chandrasekhar Acharya took care of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Tapan Mishra took Sanatana Goswami at his place to give him prasada. Mishra Sanatane dila notun basan vastra nahi nila teha karan. Again, Mishra offered him that new clothing, but he refused. More bastra dite jodi tomar hoy mon nijo paridhan ek deho purathan. If you like to give me some clothing, please give me some old clothing which you have used. And that will suffice me. Tava Mishra purathan ek dhuti dila teho duit bahibas kopin karila. Then he offered him one dhoti. Dhoti, in India, they use dhoti about 5 years, one dhoti. So he offered that dhoti, old clothing, and he divided into bahibas and coping, underwear and outward clothing. Maharashtriya Dije Prabhu Milaila Sanatane Sei Vipra Tare Kaile Mahanamanta. Then again, one Maharashtrian Brahmin also met him. He also invited him. The next day, you please come to my place. Sanatan tumi jabat kashite rahiba, tabat amar ghare bhikkha je kariba. That Maharashtriya Brahmin, he invited him, Sanatana Goswami, so long we shall stay at Banaras. Kindly accept my invitation. You come to my place and take your prasad. Sanatana kahe ami madhukuri koriba brahmaner ghare kena ekatre bhikkha lao. Just see. He said, no, I cannot accept sumptuous foodstuff from a Brahmin's place. That is not my duty. I shall accept madhukuri. Madhukuri is a principle introduced by these Goswamis. Madhu means honey. And the bees who collect honey from flower, a drop from this flower, a drop from that flower, a drop from that flower. In this way, he subsists. So this madhukuri system means a renounced order of sannyāsī or a vairagi. He should not accept in one place sumptuously. He should go to every householder and take a bit of chapati from this house, a bit of chapati from that house, a bit of chapati from that house, so that the householders also may not be disturbed and they may be benefited. When a real sannyasi or vairagi accepts something from the householder, it is a great benefit for him. Therefore, to accept little from this house, to accept little from that house, that is also another mercy of the renounced sannyasi or devotee of the Lord. Yes. So he did not accept that invitation that I shall go somewhere and take sumptuously. No, I shall beg from door to door and collect my chapati and live on that way. Sanatana Vairagya Prabhu Ananda Apar, Bhot Kambal Pane Prabhu Chahe Bareba. Sanatan, he was so strict in the round order of life, so that gave Chaitanya Mahaprabhu too much pleasure. Oh, it is very nice. But while he was coming, his brother-in-law gave him a nice blanket that was on the body of Sanatan. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu several times overlooked about that blanket. Sanatan janilai prabhur na bhai bhot tag karibare chintile upay. Sanatana Goswami was very intelligent, he was minister, he could understand that Lord is observing my blanket. That means he doesn't like that I should have such valuable blanket on my body. So he thought that I should give up this blanket. এত চিন্তু গেলা গঙ্গার মধ্যাহ্ন করিতে এক গৌরিয়া দিয়াছে কান্থা ধুইয়া শুকাইতে. Thinking this, he went to the bank of the Ganges and he saw another Vairagi. He had a torn clothing and he, after washing it, he gave it for drying. So Sanatana Goswami went there and asked him, please take this blanket and kindly give me that torn clothing. So that man thought that he is cutting jokes with him, that he wants to exchange with such a nice blanket. So he said, sir, you appear to be a very good gentleman. You should not cut joke with me in this. Then Sanatana Goswami said, no, I am not cutting joke with you. I am really serious. Please exchange this. You take this valuable blanket and give me that torn clothing. And after taking that torn clothing, when he appeared before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very much pleased. Yes. প্রভু কয় তোমার ভোট কম্বল কোথা গেল প্রভু পদে সব কথা গোসাই কহিল. He inquired again, oh, where is that your blanket, that valuable blanket I saw? Where you left it? Then he described that I could understand your opinion. So I have exchanged that valuable blanket with this torn clothing. Yes. প্রভু কয় আমি করিয়াছি বিচার বিষয়ের খণ্ডাইল কৃষ্ণ যে তোমার. Yes, I was just thinking of you. Now you are complete in renounced. Now you are completely independent. You don't depend on anything. So it is giving me much pleasure. Yes. সেখানে রাখিবে তোমার শেষ বিষয় ভোগ রোগ খণ্ডী সদ্বৈদন নাকেরা. So by grace of Krishna, your last attachment also now taken up. It is a great mercy of Krishna upon you. তিন মুদ্রার ভোট গায় মাধুকুরি গ্রাস ধর্মহানি হয় লোকে করে উপহাস. This is a hint by Lord Chaitanya that a sannyāsī who has renounced everything, if he lives very gorgeously, with good dress and good house and apartment, no, this is not approved by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then what is that? What does it mean? A sannyāsī living like a first-class gentleman, smoking, and very nice apartment, and some, I mean to say, lady assistant, secretary, and what is this? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not approve this. He must be, as far as possible, whatever absolutely necessity he should accept, not more. Yes. That is renounced order. Not that in the name of renounced order of life, he should live at the expense of the householders very gorgeously. No, this is not sannyas. It is not accepted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sampradaya. So he said that you live by begging from door to door and you have a valuable blanket on your body. This is contradictory. Now, I am very glad that you have done this. গোসাই কহে যে খণ্ডিলা কুবিষয় ভোগ তার ইচ্ছায় গেলাম ওর শেষ বিষয় রোগ. Now you wanted me to be in the renounced order of life. I first met you when I was at in Bengal, the capital of Gaudadesh, and you desired me that I should be in the renounced order of life. So I came, and my last attachment to that kambal is also now finished by you. प्रसन्न हया प्रभु तारे कृपा कइल तार कृपा प्रश्न करिते तार शक्ति कइल. Now Sanatana Goswami and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sitting together for discussion. This is called instruction to Sanatana Goswami. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had discussion with some of his principal disciples. One was Ramananda Rai, Rai Ramananda. He was governor of Madras, and later on he retired from the governorship and became a constant companion of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Although he was a householder, he never accepted renouncement, but still he was the most confidential devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although he was a householder, because he was highly advanced in the science of Krishna. So there was some discussion with this Ramananda Rai, and there was some discussion with this Sanatana Goswami, and some discussion with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and some discussion with Rupa Goswami. So he had no other discussion with anyone. And the rest of his life was spent by simply chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And these disciples, under the instruction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they have made volumes of books on the basis of the instruction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not write any book in his own hand. He wrote only 8 verses, which is called Sikkhasta. That was his only writing. Otherwise, all the books, valuable books that you have got in his sampradaya, they are written by his disciples, especially by Rupa Goswami. He is famous. Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and that boy, the nephew of Rupa Goswami, who left home at 10 years old, and later on, after becoming a very great Sanskrit scholar, he approached their uncles, that Jiva Goswami. Oh, he has written many valuable volumes of books. So, the asset of this Chaitanya Sampradaya about this devotional service is very great, very great. This Chaitanya Chaitamrita is also one of them. Yes. So, পূর্বে যাইছে রায় পাশে প্রভু প্রশ্ন কইলা তার শক্তি রামানন্দ তার উত্তর দিলা ইহা প্রভু সত্যে প্রশ্ন করে সনাতন আপনে মহাপ্রভু করে তত্ত্ব নিরূপণ. Now, after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's approval of renouncement of Sanatana Goswami, he instructed him for 2 months at Benares. And formally, he is referred, and formally as he instructed Ramananda Rai at in Kabur. Kabur is a place in the Madras, South India. Similarly, in that occasion, the Lord was questioning Ramananda Rai, and Ramananda Rai was replying. And here, in the similar way, the Sanatana Goswami will question and Lord Chaitanya will reply. So sometimes the disciple and the spiritual master, the relationship is like that. Sometimes the teacher questions to the student and student replies, and sometimes the student questions to the teacher and teacher replies. This is called ISKCON. To develop knowledge, these questions and answers are required. According to the system of accepting a spiritual master, it is said that just after acceptance, adu gurvasram, one must have to accept a spiritual master. Then the next position is sadharma picha, that he should be very much inquisitive. A student, not finishing that now I'm initiated, everything finished. No. He should be very inquisitive. Unless one is very inquisitive, there is no necessity of accepting a spiritual master. That is the instruction in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Tasmad gurum prapaddita jigyasu sreyuttamam. One has the necessity of accepting a spiritual master who is very much inquisitive about transcendental matter. Otherwise there is no necessity. Simply because so many people accept a spiritual master, so I will have to accept somebody, a spiritual master, my business finished. No. One should be very much inquisitive. Yes. He must be very much eager to understand what is transcendental subject. Then this business of accepting a spiritual master will be fulfilled. So here also, and when the questions and answers were going on between Ramananda Rai and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Ramananda Rai was not even a Brahmin, because in those days the Brahmins were a very respectable community and they were learned scholars. And he was a kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa, in, of course now, not now, some 100 years or 200 years before, these kṛṣṇa were considered very lower caste. So Ramananda Rai belonged to that kṛṣṇa community. But he was very much learned. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he belonged to the Brahmin community and he was vastly learned. At the same time, he was in renounced order of life. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asking question from Ramananda Rai, he felt himself shy that I am a householder and I belong to the caste community, and Lord, you belong to the, you come from the Brahmin community and you are so fast learned, at the same time you have accepted, renounced. See, you are in all respect my master. How is that? You are trying to understand from me. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed this example by his life's activity. So he was hesitating that I should rather put question to you as teacher and you should answer me. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no. There is no such differentiation between masters. Kibā śūdra, kibā vipra, kene, naya, kṛṣṇa-tattva-vettā, guru haya. It doesn't matter whether you are a householder or you are a Brahmin or you are a renounced order. If you know the science of Krishna, you are fully in Krishna consciousness, you are my guru. You are my spiritual master. So that is the relation between the spiritual master and the student. Not that the spiritual master, because he has officially accepted the post of spiritual master, he should remain. He should accept the students also as his spiritual master. This is the reciprocation. Prabhu. Everyone would address the other as Prabhu. But officially one may be a spiritual master. And in the spiritual platform there is no such difference. But officially, custom is that spiritual master is considered in the place of Supreme Lord, and therefore he is given such respect. But the spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master, he thinks that I am your disciple. I am your disciple. And practical example I have seen, our Guru Maharaj, when he offered obeisance he used to return, Dasosmi, I am your servant. He used to return the obedience, I am your servant. So these are the things we have to learn from the behavior, practical demonstration of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's life. So tomorrow we shall discuss the questions and answers of Sanatana Goswami. Thank you very much. You see? So similarly, a material qualification, that is not bad, provided they are engaged in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise it has no value. Material qualification, if they are engaged, Nidbandhe Krishna Sambandhe Jukta Vairagam Uchyate. If one is able to dovetail his material qualities in the service of the Lord, then that becomes a great qualification. Vipra Disaragunujutat Aravinda Nabha. Aravinda Nabha. Aravinda means lotus flower. And Nabha means this navel. So Vishnu, Krishna is Vishnu, therefore his another name is Aravinda Nabha. He has got a lotus flower. On that lotus flower, Brahma is born. This is omnipotency. Omnipotency of God. You have seen that picture in the cover of Srimad Bhagavatam, that Garbhodasai Vishnu is lying, and there is a lotus flower from his navel, and upon the lotus flower Brahma is born. And Lakshmi ji is engaged in serving his lotus feet. But just see, Krishna was to beget a son. His wife, Lakshmi, or Vishnu's wife, was sitting. But he did not take. He begot a child, Brahma, from his own navel. This is called omnipotence. He can do anything. Now, when we conceive of begetting a child, we must have to secure a wife first of all. Then I have must sex intercourse with her. Then she should be pregnant. Then there is a child. Otherwise there is no child. Because we are not omnipotent. We cannot produce child in that way. This is called omnipotence. And he did not require the help of the wife. Neither there was necessity. So Krishna's wife or Krishna's girlfriend, they are not Krishna's necessities. Krishna is without any necessity, without any want. But if somebody wants, Krishna should be my friend, Krishna should be my husband, he accepts. That's it. He is not in want. He is full in himself. One who knows this fact, he is pure devotee. You are offering chapati. Don't think that Krishna is in want of your chapati. But if you offer Krishna and take the chapati, you are benefited. Krishna Varadamaya Parivari Jivhajaya. I sing this, perhaps you do not know the meaning. The Krishna is very merciful. Because my tongue is always hankering after some good tasty food, this or that, this or that. But if I eat Krishna's prasad, then my tongue will be controlled. And as soon as your tongue is controlled, your all other senses will be controlled. These are the philosophies. So don't think that Krishna is in want or Krishna is in need. He needs your third-class service. No. He is full in himself. But if you can offer your service somewhere other, then you are benefited. You are elevated to the transcendental position. That is Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much.